You're listening to Winnipeg's Classic 107. My name is Simon Rusnak. They say there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and though that may or may not be true, there is a treasure trove of singing that awaits in Kildonan Park. The Rainbow Stage Pot of Gold benefit concert returns for one night only this weekend, and to learn more, Rainbow Stage Artistic Director Carson Nattrass has joined me. Welcome back, Carson.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to chat with you.
Well, after I'm sure what has felt like an eternity, 2 shows in 2 weeks at Rainbow Stage, what's going on?
Well, we are offering our patrons and Manitobans an opportunity to take in the summer tradition of sitting under the dome one last time before they have to wait an entire winter and the spring to thaw before we're back under the dome for a full season in 2022. So this is the big send-off, the big finale, the 11 o'clock number of 2021.
And I'm sure everybody's already looking forward to it. So this a benefit concert, which aims to help Rainbow Stage sing and dance into the future, right?
Absolutely. It's undeniable that the theater industry has taken quite a hit because of the global pandemic that we are all sharing together. But Rainbow Stage is unique in that it's an open air venue with 2,000 seats. And so we're really uniquely positioned to welcome people in a safe and an exciting way so that people can have that live experience that we're all lacking. And I think everyone is at that point where we know that to be true, and as we move forward, both as an organization, but also as a culture, that we need to do that together, and that's literally and safely.
Yeah, I do want to get to the audience experience in just a little bit, but just before we continue, I mean, it has been, as you say, such a challenging almost 2 years now, which has flown by and also dragged on in so many different ways. And folks have been really generous, and there's so many worthy causes and organizations. Tell us about why it's important to support Rainbow Stage.
Well, Rainbow Stage is a not-for-profit charitable arts organization that is dedicated solely to Manitoba artists and telling and promoting Manitoba artists to stages around the world. Art and live theater is also it's what makes life worth living. We reflect we reflect on the human experience in a way that makes us connect and feel one with each other, but we do it through song and dance. So it's not only the power of theater, it's the power of singing, dancing, live music, orchestra, band, dancing, choreo. It's a celebration of the human capacity as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. It's all the feels.
It's all the things.
Yeah, it's all the things. It's all the feels. And you've assembled all of that for this benefit concert. I mean, you mentioned the singing, the band, the dancing, the choreography. Tell us about some of the talent that's going to be performing on Sunday.
Well, we have 6 very well-known performers to the stage. Colleen Furlan, who is our Little Mermaid, our Cassette, our Cinderella. Erin Hutton, who has done something like 14 shows in the last 10 years. Rochelle Kivas, who people will have just seen in Mabuhay the other night. The Wall of Famer Debbie Maslowski. Chase Winicky is a young artist who landed every show in 2020 and lost all of them. And I am so thrilled to have him on stage. And of course, my good friend Corey Wojcik, who is an audience favorite. So it's going to be both heartwarming and hilarious. And you get to hear songs from my goodness, Hamilton, West Side Story, Fiddler on the Roof, Shrek, and more.
Oh, it's going to be a great show. Like you say, some very familiar names in there. And you were speaking earlier to how Rainbow Stage has fostered that local talent. And when we had you on talking about Mabuhay, I mean, fostering talent in many ways, not only in the careers of performers, but also now in different ways that the organization itself can support, like, producing musicals too, right?
That's right. And those who purchase a ticket to the Pot of Gold benefit concert are going to find out what our season in 22 is. And we are working really hard to balance the stories that we know and love that teach us about our past, but wanting to balance that with stories about ourselves that teach us about the future. So if you want to know what we're doing in 2022, get your tickets now to the Pot of Gold benefit concert.
So for those who are considering getting a ticket, can you tell us a little bit more about what the audience experience is going to be like? I mean, there are still restrictions that are in place, of course. What will it be like for an audience member attending the Rainbow Stage
Well,
benefit concert?
we did these interactive backstage tours, and we asked people how many seats they thought were in the venue, and they're like 1,000, and because it's deceiving, it's 2,300 seats.
That's
So that
unbelievable.
is the same as the concert hall, but
Yeah.
not in that tiered system. So we are able to keep everyone in the venue, not only in the open air, but spaced out um, in a safe and enjoyable atmosphere. The restrictions that remain are that we must check your vaccinations on your way in, and all masks must be worn when not eating or drinking.
Yeah, it's like you say. I mean, it is the largest outdoor open air theater in Canada, and it's right here in Winnipeg, and over 2,300 seats. It is. You're right. It's very, very deceiving when you get in there. You don't realize how sprawling Rainbow Stage really is.
That's right, and it's also been an incredible experience for our artists too, that we can provide them a space where they're working and that's safe and spread out.
Mm-hmm.
And I also wanted to add too that we have a five-piece band joining our six professional artists, but we also are welcoming our Camp Rainbow All Stars to the stage. One of them is my son, and he is like it's kind of it's amazing to be reminded of the power of stepping onto the stage, because he's been attending camp for years but has never performed. And so it's going to be really heartwarming to bring those kids out. And then we're also bringing a special guest in from Brandon, a student who wrote an original song about losing her space, the drama room, for the last 2 years. And we encourage people to sing and dance about their feelings, and she's done just that. And it's going to be a beautiful evening.
It sounds like it most certainly is. Carson, I want to thank you for taking the time today. Tickets start at just $35. So head on down to Rainbow Stage. It's on Sunday, 6:30 p.m. That's September 12th. And I just want to ask you one more thing before I let you go. You mentioned your son is going to be taking the stage. That's got to be a really special moment for you as a father. But I'm curious, in terms of Rainbow Stage itself. I mean, before you became the artistic director, you were an actor, you were a performer there, and before that, you were a kid in Winnipeg. So now to see your son getting on the stage there, what is so special about Rainbow Stage for you personally?
Well, the word that comes to mind is family. It's it's with family that I first stepped under the dome to see The Wizard of Oz in 1991, and it was with family that when I started performing, I shared the stage with my sister, with um, other family members in the past, my uncle, my aunts that have all graced the stage. And then my son began to see us, my wife and I, perform on the stage. And it's not just me. It's families um, basically dot the history of our past. And our shows are for families. And it's so lovely that when you can do a show like The Wizard of Oz, um, that generations can come, that you can take your kid because you remember seeing it, and your parents remember seeing it, and your great grandparents remember seeing it, and it becomes a generational experience.
Well, yeah, you put it so beautifully, and people can join the Rainbow family if they haven't been before, or they can continue to explore that family relationship this weekend, coming up Sunday, September 12th, 6:30 p.m. Carson, thanks for taking the time today.
Thank you so much.